Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna, and as you can already see by the title of this video, I will be telling you guys a few scary stories that have happened to me before. So, alright, so you guys start off, we moved in to a ranch. My family, obviously, it was my grandparents, my uncles. It was a ranch of 3 houses, so we all moved there. They ended up buying the ranch because, okay, so this was actually 12 years ago, 13 years ago, around there. And so I was small, remember, I was really tiny. So there was this ranch that they found, and they really wanted it because it was like, it had 3 houses, you know? Well, it was 2 houses and then it was a barn, which was a house. So they really wanted it, and we ended up getting it. And then when we were like looking at it and stuff, they ended up telling us that that ranch was actually for sale because the owner of the ranch, so like the main house, she had a son, and that son lived in the barn, and he had his pregnant girlfriend living there with them, obviously, and he ended up killing his girlfriend. He got drunk for the first time, and he obviously, I'm pretty sure he wasn't just drunk, like I think he might have done like something else, because like I don't think, or who knows, like, I mean, he killed his girlfriend, his pregnant girlfriend, because she was pregnant and she was 8 months already, like she was almost due. So pretty much the barn was 2 stories, so he like strangled her from up there and like dragged her down the stairs. And I know that because like you could see the blood, like there's like when we moved in, it had just happened like a month before, a month or 2, I want to say. And so like you could see like it was carpet, so you could like see like when we just moved into the ranch, my mom and my grandma had been at my grandma's house, and there's nobody in the house. And you guys keep in mind it's 11:50 at night and I'm recording this, so I'm kind of like scared, but like it's good. So they were in the house by themselves, and they heard, because when you walk in there's the kitchen, and then it's like the kitchen, and then there's like a long hallway that goes straight to her room, a bathroom, and then a room that later on I'll tell you guys a little bit more about. So in that hallway, my mom said that they both, like my mom and my grandma, they both heard like little like running footsteps, like running towards the kitchen kind of. And they were both kind of like, who's in here, like, because they kind of both knew that there was no one in there, like everyone was outside, it was just them 2 out there. So they're kind of like, what? And so they looked, and yeah, there's nobody there, but they're just kind of like obviously spooked, but like okay, whatever. So now, right? I'm gonna tell you guys when we moved in, like my mom, my dad, and my siblings and I moved to my grandma's house. So we moved to my grandma's house, and there's the room next to my grandma's house, which is where I would stay with my brother, and there's a bathroom in front of it. I'm telling you that because like later on you'll need to know, like there's a bathroom right in front of that room, and everyone was kind of like scared of that room. I mean, I guess it would make sense though, because there's like the whole side of, like a whole wall was a closet, and that closet was a mirror, like, you know, like the open sliding mirror closet doors. It was that, but they're like obviously huge, you know, it's like a whole wall. And so when you walk in that house, like you feel weird, like even like just walking through the hallway, like it's like ugh, like you get the like chills or whatever. But I was never scared, you know, like I was never scared to be there. Like it's crazy because like my siblings, like and all them, like they would be scared. Like my little brother, he was scared to be there, but I wouldn't be scared. Like I would be in that room by myself and I wouldn't feel anything, you know what I mean? Like I was like, nothing's gonna happen, like no one's gonna do anything to me or whatever. So one night I was in there doing my homework, and I was kind of using my bed as a desk type of thing, you know, like I'm on my knees and like writing on the bed or whatever. And so there was, I still have it like this, it's like a bed, and then you have like what is it, like in the back you have like shelves and stuff. I had it like that, and so did my brother. So it's like my bed, and my bed had that, and his bed was next to me, and it also had that. But he would love to drink like hot chocolate or chocolate milk. He had his on there, and there was a spoon in there. So let's pretend this is a spoon. So it was like this, and I'm doing my work or whatever, minding my business, first of all. And the spoon started spinning like hella fast, like this, by itself, you guys. And I'm literally just freaking watching it, and I'm like, what is going on? And so it's going, and then it kind of like starts slowing down, and then it kind of just like, and then it stopped. I felt like, what did I feel like? Like, I was kind of like frozen. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, do I move? Like, what do I do? So I immediately just kind of like got up and like ran to the door. And keep in mind, I had my door locked. Like, I would always lock my door. So I literally had to like run like 3 feet, and it felt like forever. So I finally like ran, and I ran through the hallway, and there's another hallway to the kitchen to your left. There's another living room, I mean. And I ran there, and I told my parents. I was like freaking out. I felt like 2 walls had pushed against me like this, like on my chest, because I could not breathe. Like, I couldn't breathe. I want to say I was just scared, and that's what I was feeling, but I couldn't breathe. I was freaking hot. I felt like something was crushing my chest. So I finally like was able to tell them, even though I was like crying and like freaking out. And like I ended up telling them, and they're like, okay, like calm down. And then they're like show us what you mean, right? Okay, so tell me why when I'm like, okay, like I'll show you guys. We go to my room, and the freaking mug had moved from where I first had seen it, like when I left, like where I was doing that creepy stuff. So it was like, say it was like there, like it was on this like shelf thingy. It was on the shelf thingy, but it was on a shelf thingy too in there. It moved. It was like on a different like place. So I immediately like I told them, and I started freaking out even more because I was like, what the heck? Like now it's like not even where I last saw it, you know what I mean? So I was freaking out. I swear to you guys, like I didn't go in that room for like a month or two. Like I did not go in there whatsoever. Like I would tell my mom to go get my clothes, like for school and stuff. Like I would tell her what to get, and she would go and get it for me because I was just really scared. Like I don't know if you guys, like that's not normal. Like stuff shouldn't be moving around like that by itself. You know what I mean? So that was the first thing that ever happened to me there. That's when I kind of caught fear. Like I started, you know, like I was like, oh shoot, like stuff can really happen, you know? So I was in my room after everything happened and all that, and finally got over it or whatever. I started staying in there again, and now I would see like little stuff. Like my door would shut on its own. Like it'd be like kind of open, and it would just shut. And keep in mind, like it was an old house, so it was like the doors were really heavy. Like they're thick. Like the doors were like this thick. Like they're thick and heavy. Like they were heavy, and then the carpet was super like fluffy. So it was like there's no way that like that door would shut like on its own. Like there's no way like it would do that. But I would tell myself, because I was like, no, like I'm not gonna let you beat me, you know what I mean? I would be like, no. So I would think like, you know what, it's like the AC turned on or something, and it just, you know, it happened or whatever. But I knew damn well like that didn't happen. And then my doorknob, it was kind of loose, and randomly it starts shaking. Like it would move. Like if somebody was on the other side, it was going like this. And what I would do was I would get up, and I would kind of like, this is the doorknob, and I'd kind of just like be like that. So like if it did start shaking again, I just pull it and like see what was there. I ended up telling my mom that I would do that with the doorknob, and she kind of just told me to stop doing that, because you guys, I would open it and there's no one there. So I ended up telling my mom, like, dude, like this has been happening or whatever, because it didn't happen once, like it happened a few times. And when I told my mom, she like told me, she's like, just stop messing with it, like leave it alone, like don't give it attention type of thing, like don't play with it, kind of. Now we're across the room, which is the bathroom that I had told you guys, because there's a bathroom straight ahead from my room. And so I'm in there with my mom, and we're trying on outfits, right, for like the quince. And she took a picture of me, and I guess there was like a black shadow hugging me. You know, and it's weird because it's like everything that would happen to me. And she said there was a black shadow hugging me, but the crazy thing, you guys, is that she never told me that until we moved out. So my grandpa ended up going to that same restroom, and when he went in there, he was going to shower, and so he ended up taking his jeans off, right? And when he turned around, because he was going to use the restroom first, when he turned around when he was done, he was going to pick them up and put them on the thing, and they weren't there. Like, his whole jeans. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. And if you are new here, please subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. And maybe even hit the bell right next to it to be notified when I do upload my next one. If you have a little scary story that has happened to you or anything, why don't you try leaving that down in the comments? I'd love to read those. Not in a creepy way. I feel like that was really creepy. But yeah, and also let me know what you guys would like to see in my next video, what you guys want to know, anything, leave it in the comments, and I will try my best to do that video for you guys. Thank you, bye. And when he turned around, oh my god, you freaking scared me. That she never told me that until we moved out, because like a lot of stuff was happening before we moved out. So like